Tell you what, our next storyteller, I feel that I have traveled with him. I have been on his adventures with him. Through his stories, he's taken me to Paris. He's taken me to a place that only my dreams I could imagine visiting. That was Gilligan's Island. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Lambert.
Thank you. What a nice night. I haven't been in a backyard like this since I was a little kid. And I have such horrible memories of that. I remember 4th of July and my dad having, finished off his second bottle of Cutty Sark and started shooting his gun off into the air, shouting, "E pluribus unum!" And I never knew what that meant, but it was on the penny, so it meant something. So, I've come to Story Salon a long time, and I thought, God damn it, I'm a writer. But and that's real gratifying, but now I don't think I am a writer. I'm just too lazy and not interested in actually sitting down and writing, so I think I'm just a talker. I think I'm just a gay white Oprah. I just like to talk, and what a blessing that you created a space to do it in. And I wanted to tell you something that happened last night. This will be more of an inner journey than one to faraway lands. But I have a beautiful boyfriend named Gerard who's here tonight, and we talk on the phone every night before each of us goes to bed. We live in separate places, and we talk on the phone and check in. How was the day? What do you got going on tomorrow? It's lovely. So Gerard called last night. It was about 10:30, and he said, "How are you doing?" And I said, and he said, "What?" And I realized I couldn't form the words, and I said, "I'm doing fine." And he says, "Well, what did you do today?" And I said, "I ran and I read and I had And here's the deal. I have a sleep problem. So I take a little Ambien before I go to bed at night. One little Ambien. Okay, it's 2 little Ambien. Just to help me get through that night. Okay, it's 2 little Ambien and a Klonopin. Okay, here's what it really is. It's 2 Ambien, 2 Klonopin, and a Remeron. And that does the trick. And I'm hoping one day that I won't need medication to sleep, but that's just the way it is right now. So I felt very guilty today, and I emailed Gerard, and I said, "I'm sorry I was drugged last night, but I took my meds before I should have." And he was, of course, very forgiving. Anyway, as I've mentioned before, I'm without a therapist now because my therapist quit his practice. So, I'm looking for ways to help myself get better. And I was buying a toothbrush on Amazon the other day. Not that it would help me sleep better, but it does feel good to have this nice, clean teeth. Anyway, I bought the toothbrush. It's really nice. Steve Sobel, you really appreciate this, because it's like a really high-end toothbrush. And I love it. But after I pressed buy, it said, "You might also be interested in." And it put a book up there, and the book said, "You are not your brain." And I thought, wow, that sounds really interesting. I need that book, because if I can find out that I'm not my brain, maybe I'll be able to sleep at night. So I ordered it, but it's stressing me out because I'm behind on my self-help book reading. So I got this stack by my bed of the books that are supposed to be helping me get better, but they're making me worse because they're backing up. So I've got the one called, this was recommended to me by I have this adorable psychiatrist, this little German guy, and he recommended this one, and it's called The How of Happiness. So I'm reading that one. And then there's another one called Learned Optimism, and I'm learning that one. I'm trying to learn to be an optimist. Good luck. And, oh, God, help me. And then I've got You Are Not Your Brain. So I've got all of these and it's stressing me out. Anyway, another thing I'm trying, of course, and it says in You're Not Your Brain that meditation is really important. And I actually have taken classes in meditation, and so I know how to meditate, follow my breath, and do all that. And where I work at UCLA, and in the UCLA hospital, every Monday at 12:30, they have a free half-hour guided meditation that you can go to, led by a real professional in mindfulness. It's run by the Mindful Awareness Research Center. So I go with a friend of mine, from a coworker, and we go down there into the hospital. And I'm always stressed out because it's called the Ronald Reagan Hospital. And I promised myself when they put their name on the building I would never go in. But I had to go to this meditation, so we go. So already I'm a little uncomfortable. But it is very peaceful and nice. And the meditation, they have a meditation room there. It's very nice, right on the first floor. So we're there, and the guy is leading us, and he's saying, okay, now just calm yourself, and you can close your eyes, open your eyes. Just start by noticing your breath, noticing whatever you're feeling, whatever thoughts are going through your head. And you might start now noticing the sounds. Just the sounds that come in. Maybe you hear the traffic outside, or you hear the air coming through the vent. And right then, over the loudspeakers came code red, first floor, room 1101C1. And he goes, now this is a very good opportunity to show us that we can be mindful even in a stressful situation. And he did, to his credit. He sent one of the meditators out to see if we all should be evacuating or not. And so he said, just notice whatever you're feeling. If you're feeling stressed out by the notice, code red, first floor, room 1101C1. And I'm thinking, he says, watch your thoughts, observe your thoughts, and my thoughts are, what room is this? Because this is the first floor, and maybe the code red is here, but I'm trying to be calm and trying to watch my thoughts, and then the next thought comes, and I'm following my breath, and the next thought comes and says, what's a code red? I've heard of code blue, and I watched Nurse Jackie, and I know all about that. But I don't know what code red is, and I don't know, maybe it's just code between the people that work at the hospital. Maybe it just means that there's cake in room C1101C1. I don't know what it means. And then I thought, well, it's LA. It probably, it could mean that it's a celebrity sighting. It could just mean, Paris Hilton's on the first floor, code red, like an autograph opportunity or something. Anyway, we got through the meditation, and it was half an hour of meditation, and I guess I had this terrible vision that there would be this horrible news story about everyone evacuating the Ronald Reagan Hospital just in time. But there was this strange room of 10 people who were found sitting in their chairs, who didn't make it. I thought, that's what's going to happen to us. But it didn't. It was good. It worked out okay, and the guy was right. We were able to sort of breathe through the tension. So, I think there's a code red in the back of my head going off all the time anyway. And I'm really hoping that with the books or the meditation, or most of all, the kind of warmth and yumminess of being in a story salon, maybe I can cut down to one Ambien and one Klonopin. My dream is that I won't need them at all, and I'll be able to come here one night with a bowl full of Klonopin and say, who wants Klonopin? Because I don't need it anymore. So we'll look forward to that day. Thank you very much.